Started working for Cancer Research UK about nearly 7 years ago, and it was largely due to a few instances of cancer in my immediate friends and family.
It's over 6 years ago now. I just left university, couldn't get a job and was looking for something to do.
Well, I've always been a person that likes to help other and do things for other people if I can. That's the reason I volunteered.
It gives me something to do, and I also want to get more experience for the future too.
I'm volunteering because I want to do it, not that I'm made to do it. So I enjoy meeting other people, and as I say, I like to get more experience and everything.
I think there's a big swing to try and get different groups of people involved in volunteering. I think there is very much a image generally in the UK that volunteering is something that old ladies who have retired and don't have much time on their hands do, to hold coffee mornings or go and help in what they think is a stereotypical charity shop. But I think it's really important that everybody across society understands how valuable volunteering can be, and I think there's been a lot of work through programmes that various charities have done, the government have done, and organisations like Radio 1 with the Million Hours volunteering campaign have done, to get other groups of people and younger people involved. And I think that's really important, that other groups can see the value in what they do, that actually it can be good for them, and it can be good for the good causes as well. We've had a number of volunteers that have come through this shop who have now got paid jobs with Cancer Research, and also that have taken the skills they've learnt in here as transferable to other jobs that they've gone and done. I think people need to see the value that they can get out of volunteering. I think that's what's important we portray, but there's definitely a change in the type of people that volunteer, definitely.
I think there's been a rise in young volunteers because it's become a lot more difficult to get a job. So people need experience and they turn to volunteering in order to get this experience.
I think you'll see a continued trend, like I talked about before, with bringing younger people in, and I think it breeds its own success. If young people go in and volunteer and see it as a positive thing and talk about it in a positive light, then that will attract their friends and peers into doing something similar, and I think that's the really important part. I think when it was seen as something just for older people, it was viewed as very distant and very irrelevant, I think, to a much younger audience. But I think if they see it as something that they can get involved in, that they'll get a benefit out of, that they'll meet people through, and there's skills they can pick up through it, it breeds its own success.
I think young people should volunteer because we have more free time, so we might as well give back to the community. And as a student, I have a lot of free time, so it's good to go in and interact with all these different people and help them out.
Volunteering is important because it shows that you're building up your experience and stuff. It also helps you to also put some stuff into your CV for the future in case you want to find that dream job that you really want.
Volunteers are hugely valuable. You couldn't do what you do without them. In a charity where every pound is vital to the cause and the research we do, the volunteers are the lifeblood. So having volunteers, having a great team of volunteers and having lots of volunteers is absolutely fundamental to everything that you do in here. You couldn't do what you do and be successful without them.
It's a fantastic thing to do for your CV, for making yourself more employable, but more than anything, it's fantastic to just get out there and start working somewhere for such a good cause, and with such a diverse range of people. I couldn't recommend it highly enough. Particularly with the recent financial situations, I think the volunteering industry is growing quite rapidly, and it'd be interesting to see how it expands out with the charity sector. Obviously, there's still a lot of problems with unemployment in a lot of areas, but as I said before, I definitely think that volunteering is one of the best things you can do to make yourself more employable and to improve your prospects for the future.
I would encourage people to volunteer here if they want to work in a shop in the future, if they're interested in that, or if they want to meet new people, or I would also encourage people if they want to build up more of their experience as well. So that's my opinion, yeah.
I think the more unemployment there is, they're probably ending up that everybody will be volunteering, just to help out.
Government are relying too much on volunteers and they're cutting back jobs in the social sector and expecting volunteers to fill the gap.
Volunteering plays a big part. You need the people that will give their time to help other places out with volunteering. We really need them.